Hello friends, welcome to third session of historiography of Indian tradition. In previous two session, we have already discussed about the historiography of ancient India and historiography of modern India. Medieval India. In today's video session, we are going to discuss about the historiography of modern Indian history or the modern period. Okay, so let's start with today's session. In the 20th century, the Indian archaeological exploration and research started under the British rule. So it is a very important fact that different British scholars or different British rulers, they started the archaeological exploration of Indian historical sites. A number of ancient sites were excavated under the supervision of Sir Alexander Cunningham, who is the first Directorate General of the Archaeological Survey of India, which is the government body to preserve the historical monument of India, to maintain their dignity, or to do a research of related to this historical monument. Okay, so remember this thing. Sir Alexander Cunningham, he is a British officer who is the first Director General of this ASI. He chose mainly the sites mentioned in Buddhist text for this purpose of his study. Okay, so there are different Buddhist text written by different Buddhist monk. So whatever sites mentioned in such a text, so that site was choose for exploration by this person. The Harappa civilization was discovered during the tenure of Sir John Marshall. Okay, so after this Alexander Cunningham, there is another British person known as John Marshall. Okay, Harappan civilization was discovered during the tenure of Sir John Marshall. Because of this discovery, the antiquities of Indian history could be traced to 3rd millennium BCE or even earlier. Okay, so when there was the excavation of Harappan site under the tenure of this John Marshall, who is again a British officer, the Indian historical traces we can able to find since 3 millennium BCE, that is the 3000 years before Common Era or even earlier of that. So can you imagine, we have huge heritage of our history or the very rich history with us. So this particular excavation tells us about our history, richness of Indian history. Okay, many British officials in India wrote about the Indian history. Their writing display strong influence of colonial policies of the British. Okay, but there is one drawback that many British, they wrote about Indian history, but their writing have a strong influence of colonial policy. What do you mean by this colonial policy? Colonies means the a settlement established by these British people in different part of the world, like India. So India is a colony of British. Okay, so whatever colonial policy, whatever samrajyavadi धोरण, we can say samrajyavadi dhorne, so whatever this samrajyavadi act or the policies or the colonial policies taken by this British, it has a strong influence on the history written by them. Okay, 3 volumes of history of British India written by James Mill. Remember this name. This is the person James Mill. He wrote a 3 volumes of history of British India in 1817. This was the first book on Indian written by British historians. So remember, in your exam, question might become which is the first book written by the British historian about the Indian history. So it is a history of British India. Okay, so it has a 3 volumes written by James Mill in 1817. It clearly reflects an absence of objective perspective and prejudice about the various aspects of Indian culture. So this is a drawback of his book, that he has a prejudice, purvagraha, about the Indian culture, Indian history, and that's why it is not giving the true judgment of history from his book. Okay, the history of India written by Mount Stuart Elphinstone. Okay, so this is again another book written by this Mount Stuart Elphinstone, Governor of Bombay, now Mumbai, was published in 1841. So he just advocate or the resident of British in the court of Peshwa, okay, the Maratha Empire, and just from resident he became the Governor General of Bombay. Can you imagine how much steps he uh, took ahead just within a small tenure? He fought 3 wars against the mighty empire of Marathas. Okay, so whatever three Anglo-Maratha war which we used to study in the Indian history, it is under this Mount Stuart Elphinstone. He just wakil or the resident of British in the court of Peshwa, and he fought or he led three wars against Maratha, the mighty empire which is present at that time in India. The period of Maratha Empire is very important in the Indian history. Grand Duff, okay, Grand Duff stand out among the British officers who wrote about the Maratha history. He wrote a book entitled as The History of Marathas. Okay, this book is published in three volumes. Grand Duff writing also shows the British inclination of condemning the Indian culture and history. Similar tendency is witnessed in Colonel Thor writing about the Rajasthan's history. Okay, so you have to remember few names of British historian. They wrote about some regional history. So this Grand Duff he wrote about the histories of Maratha in his book, and he condemned the Indian culture and history. What do you mean by condemn? Condemn means नीचा दिखाना, किसी भी हिस्ट्री को या इंडियन कल्चर को नीचा दिखाना. तो इस तरह से उसने हिस्ट्री लिखी है इन हिज बुक, दैट इज अ हिस्ट्री ऑफ मराठास. ओके, सिमिलरली the history of Rajasthan is written by Colonel Thord. So it is another person, Colonel Thord. He wrote about the history of Rajasthan. The two volumes written by Wilson Hunter. So this is another historian, William Wilson Hunter, on Indian history shows a somewhat impartial treatment of the subject. Okay, so ये जो बंदा था विलियम विल्सन हंटर, whatever history he wrote, he gave the impartial treatment to the different historical subject whatever written in his book. So there are two Indian person named as Nilkanta Janardhan Kirtane and Vishwanath Kashinath Rajwade. Okay, so they were two Indian historians who took upon the task to expose the limitations of Grand Duff writing. Okay, so whatever Grand Duff he wrote about the history of Maratha. He has many prejudices. He condemned the Indian culture and history. Okay, so that's why these two Indian people they taken a task to re-explore or to expose the limitations of history written by this Grand Duff. So, guys, in this way we have discussed about the historiography of modern India. It is started by British people and again re written by some Indian people. Whatever prejudices included by the British in this modern history, that is removed by our Indian historians. So that we will study in subsequent parts. So I hope you enjoyed the session. If you enjoyed the session, give thumbs up to this session, share with your friend, and don't forget to subscribe this our YouTube channel so you will get the notification of upcoming video session on time. So thank you for your attention. Have a great day.